You, what's going on, Reflection? We back, man. Welcome to another episode of Reality Check with Natureboy, where you get your reality checked, and we answer some major questions and open up your head a little more. All right. As you know, I'm here in Costa Rica, beautiful Costa Rica. It's beautiful. Wait till some people get in the room. Brittany, what's going on? You're gonna love me. What's popping with you, man? All right. We got a good connection here. In the mountains, it's beautiful. Here's a view. The transformation. It's beautiful. Okay, so today we're gonna be talking about some things, but I just want to say what's up to everybody out there. Indigo Scoop, you know. Everybody, Dawn, Marie, Tony Coop, what's poppin', Bernadette, OG, or Zara, what's going on with you? All right. So now we're gonna get into the video real quick. Tavis Walker, what's up, man? How you feeling? I've been pretty good. Everything's been good. You know, everything looking good. Everything's checking out. And that's going to lead us right into our subject of the day. You know, what is Babylon? You know, you hear me talk about Babylon a lot. You know, what is Babylon? I want to open up y'all heads for a minute and talk to y'all about Babylon. You know, what is it? Babylon is the place we were born at. It's a low frequency space, disconnected from nature, where we was born at. Now, you was born in Babylon, like me. I was born there, all right? What you would call born, or you came into reality and existence and popped up there. But it's not for no reason that you're there. Babylon is a place for the beings made by the beings that live there. The low vibrational beings that live there. That's what Babylon is. Babylon is your lower self. And people like, oh, I'm trying to get out, and don't realize that they are the ones that's powering Babylon. If you go to work every day, you are Babylon. You're not a part of Babylon. You are Babylon. You're powering Babylon. You are the one that makes Babylon exist with your energy. You are giving your energy to a clock. You clock in. You give your children to the school system. You go to the medical system. You go to the educational system. You plug into it. You give your energy, your existence, your consciousness, your focus, because this is the place you were born. And that's got to be a bad thing, right? It's a good thing. What? Natureboy, it's a good thing? How is it a good thing? Well, it's a good thing because it's levels to consciousness. Okay? So some beings come to learn certain things through manipulating energy in a certain position, like being a mother or being a teacher or coming to be rich. The things that you do to experience whatever you need to experience in that realm, like I'll give you an example. Money. Money, you must master money. It's the lower self. It is all a part of the all. You must get through hell to make it to heaven. You cannot skip steps. You have to get through hell to make it to heaven. So, money is energy. So when you master money, you will master energy. Simple. You can't master energy and become a supreme being, and you can't even master money. You can't even alchemize money. And you trying to say, oh, I'm out here in nature, I'm living in nature, and you're asking for donations. It's crazy. If you hear somebody ask you for donations, they're crazy. These people are false teachers. They're false advertisements. I've never asked you for a donation. I've never will ask you for a donation, because while in Babylon, I didn't skip the step of learning how to manifest money in Babylon. Babylon, matter of fact, teaches you how to make money. Matter of fact, it's motivated by money. That's the baby level of energy. Money is the baby level of energy. It's the lower frequency of energy. If you can't master manifesting money, then you can't become a supreme being. Then you can't get over money. You need money to get over money. You got to learn, you got to get rich so you know that this shit is not valuable. You got to go get the things that you see and the value. You have to go get it so you see that these things don't make you truly happy. You can't skip over that. Because wherever you go, there you are. You see? There you are. You cannot run from yourself if you haven't did the eternal internal work. Have you been a good mother? Have you been a good father? Have you been these things and seen past them to see that you weren't? How conscious have you become of your reality? Or are you trying to piggyback off of someone else? Or are you running from yourself? You cannot run from Babylon. Babylon is everywhere. Wherever you go, there you are. There's a Babylon in Costa Rica. There's a Babylon. And this is where people go to vacation. Oh, I've been to Costa Rica. No, you never been to where I'm at. You never been to where I'm at. Hell, I was living in the States and you never been to where I was at in the States, because my mind works different. I can see my reality for what it is. So you must vibrate consciously. Your energy must vibrate from a conscious level first, to the point where just being there make you sick. The beings that you're around, you feel isolated, you feel all alone. You must get to that point before you can start to manifest something better. You must get all the money. You must make all the money first. Or whether you did that in your lifetime, you don't desire that this lifetime, that's different. But you must make all the money first to realize that money ain't gonna make you happy. You must fuck all the bitches first. You must fuck all the dicks first. You must be a hoe, a whore. You must go through prostitution. You must go through all the sexual activity until you are totally conscious. You must have all the family and all the love and all the acceptance till you realize this doesn't make you happy either. You must receive all, you must manifest all until you realize, damn it, none of this satisfies me. These are baby souls. These are not supreme beings. When you were born in Babylon, they gave you a name. They gave you a religion. They introduced you to your God. Someone introduced you to. If no one ever told you about God or any of used those vocabularies, you wouldn't know what the fuck that was. Someone gave it to you. Someone introduced you. Huh? Someone told you God existed and you brought into the idea of religion, and then you accepted it as to be true and believed it, and it changed your DNA, it changed your genes, it activated something in you, and you've never been the same since. Someone gave you your name. Someone put a pamper on your ass. Someone told you what color this was, what color that was. Someone gave you all of your thoughts the first time you come into Babylon. And it wasn't until you was able to make your own decisions was you truly able to acknowledge who you were after given all the obstacles. Someone gave you the idea of a college degree, an education. What is that? But see, the heart is something bigger than the intellect. You see? So later on, and because of the way things and the time and the space that you grew into, it happened to be the information age where everything was exposed, all the truth was exposed. It was hard to lie to you in this age and time and space when the planets were aligned the way they're aligned right now. It was hard for you to be lied to. So now all the truth is being exposed, and all they have is to distract you. And so now you've been given this false sense of an identity. Now we call this the ego, right? This, what I call it, and what it is actually, is your artificial ego. Your artificial ego. That's just the ego that was given to you. Your sense of self-esteem. This is my family. I am a Johnson. A Johnson don't do this. A Johnson don't do that. This is my uncle. This is my cousin. And this is what we do. And this is all given to you. And you never second guess it. You never, until now. Until now, the truth is being put out. Here, eat this. Every morning. Eat. Repetition. Eat. 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 Eat this meat. Go to the supermarket. Go. This is where you poop. This is how you poop. Sit on the toilet. You pull your... You were forced and trained into stupidity. It's not, you know, and this is the life path you chose. But the Supreme Being awakens at the right time and place to give clear thoughts that make you say, oh shit, I never seen it. Never thought about it like that. Step back for a minute and look at your reality and say, damn, that's true. So you've been given this false sense of ego. Ego meaning the false sense of self. Like, you know, you've been given a false sense of who you are. Who are we? And then we start to ask ourselves this question, who am I? What is this? What the hell is going on? Right? And then we have to actually honestly ask ourselves these questions. A lot of us, we teach about stuff and we become this teacher and we're like, yeah, you know, this is what this is and this is what this is, and you know, and we and this is all based in that we're teaching from a perspective of someone else's thoughts and someone else's thoughts that has been put on us, and this false sense of ego. Now, then who are we, Nature Boy? If I'm not who my mom told me I was and who my dad told me I was, who am I, Nature Boy? This nigga crazy. He gonna tell me I'm not a Johnson. I'm not a Smith. He gonna tell me I'm not a Smith. And who am I, man? How do I identify myself then? Help me out, my brother. Okay, I'll help you out. You are not a Johnson, a Smith. You are not a black man or a black woman. You are not a human. You're not. You are an astrological energy. Study your natal birth chart. This is your actual ego. This is who you are actually. You are actually an astrological. Why is it so important that you know who you are and you correctly identify who you are? Why is that important? Because that's the beginning of all knowledge. Once you understand the 4 elements, this will bring you back to nature. Astrology deals with 4 elements, and I'm always going to tell you about these 4 elements because this is what my teachers are. These are my teachers. The 4 elements are fire, which is light. You see the light? The other one is what? Water. Water. And then you have earth, which would be your food. All of them are your food, but you call it your food. And then you have air, oxygen. These are the 4 elements that create your reality. This is what your reality consists of. This is what you consist of. This is what your matter of fact, You couldn't even exist without your breath that you're breathing. I'm actually talking from oxygen. Like the breath that you're breathing in and out of your lungs right now, I want you to be conscious of it as you're breathing. Know that that is who you are. Know that oxygen that you're breathing is not even yours. It's the tree that produces it for you. You're directly connected to the four elements, and for you not to even acknowledge that you are a part of this, or you are a part of the cosmos, that you are a part of the cosmos. The breath that I want you to become more conscious of your breath. Because your breath is your soul. On the human body, there's two major places that the body wants to protect, and that is the lungs and the brain. That's why it's encased and protected by the bone. Everything else is less important. But the primary part is the brain and the lungs. I want you to meditate on that. The fifth element, Bernadette, calm down. Whoa, relax. Learn the fourth first. Don't worry about the fifth element. You got to tap into the fourth. The fifth element comes automatically. That's the ether. That's the consciousness. We're not going to go into that. Slow down. That's the problem, because people don't understand the basis of reality, and then they're trying to go into the top tip, and they skip steps. And this is what I'm telling you. This is why I'm explaining to you about ego and what Babylon is. Babylon is a place of learning. This is a training ground. This is a place where you learn how to manipulate energy. You cannot skip it, because it's anywhere you go. It's actually a part of the all. You must master it. One must become totally conscious of its reality and how it works and functions, and break it down, alchemize it. You must totally do this, what you would call the matrix. The matrix is created by you. You power the matrix. You are the matrix. I want you to know, if you live in the matrix, you are the matrix. The matrix cannot exist without you. If you are still in Babylon, if you are still in the matrix, you are the matrix. You go to work every day, you power the system, you give your money to the bank, the bank owns you. And guess why you can't leave? I'm going to tell you how to leave. Do you know how to leave Babylon? The only way you can leave Babylon, or the matrix, or whatever you want to call it, you must die. You must die. Oh, what are you talking about? See, Natureboy wants to kill us. He's going to take us to the mountain and he's going to kill you. Did I kill you? Yeah, you died. All of you. All of you died. I killed you, didn't I? Dead on the hill, what they say on the mountain? Flat dead on the equator, goddamn. I will kill you. I will destroy you. And you will rise like the phoenix. But you must die. Who must die? Your sense of self, your false ego. That thing that makes you think you are. You named yourself and made yourself into this idea of what you are. That's not who you are. That has to die for you to find out who you are. And death, my friends, death is a scary thing. Why is death so scary? Death is scary because you have to let go. You have to let go. Who wants to let go of themselves? That is a scary, scary thing. To let go of the idea of who you are. To die. Someone gave you who you were, and now, because that's all you know, you cannot let go of all you know, because you might die. And if you die, what's on the other side? We don't know. I'm on the other side. Now is the time of transformation. Now is the time to let go and die. die. You must die over and over and over. All is transformed. Somebody give me a glass of water. We're going to show them the water thing. You must die over and over and over to realize death is an illusion. It's just a transformation. You hold on to this idea that you are this person, this being, this thing, and you are trapped by your own fears that you given yourself, because Babylon is you. You are your parents. You were your parents. You chose that vibration. You chose to be potty trained and trained the wrong way just to set up obstacles for yourself for you to get over. You set these things up for yourself. And now you must die. And death is scary. Why? Because you've already built this survival. You survived. You figured it out. You got a house. You got a good job. You got a good bank account. Thank you. You got a good bank account. You got a good bank account. You got a nice little crib. You got your own little car. You know, nigga, it took me forever to learn how to master this. I got a 401k. I got to retire. What you mean die, nigga? I'm not letting go of this. I'm eating. I'm surviving, baby. That's comfort. There's something on my eyebrow. Who cares? Okay. That's comfort. How can you grow when you're in your comfort zone? Oh, you go back to Babylon. You're comfortable. You grow? No. To grow, you have to die. The idea of who you think you are must die. You know, some people create themselves in this black community. Well, you know what? I'm a Reiki teacher, and I'm a this, and I'm a that. Until they're met with something that exceeds their knowledge. I've watched this myself and dealing with people. And you tell them a truth, a undeniable truth that opens their mind, and they're met with it. And because of the fear of death of their ego, of who they think they are, they run from you. They immediately, they heard you, but this is what time it is right now. Let me tell you what time it is. Let me tell you what time it is. I'm going to tell you what time it is right now. Right now is the time to die. Crucified. Right now is the time of transition. Transformation. Nothing is lost. All is transformed. Here is a glass of water. This water came from the mountains. Right? Where did the water come from? Is the water scared of me drinking it? Think about this. It's the water. Watch. The water just died. The water became me. Now, the water will go through my body and I will pee it out. And me, I pee on the ground and I put my pot on the ground. My soil, I put it on the ground. I'm not giving it to the government or my lower self so they can use it for stupid things. But I give it back to the earth. Now the water will go to the earth and it will feed the plant. It will transform through my body and go into the earth, come into the plant, only to go back into the fruit or go into the cloud again and come back down again. There is no death, only transformation. Be water, my friends. Be water. You see, that's what Bruce Lee was saying. Water right now is the cup. So now, am I drinking the water or is the water drinking me? That's the question. Are you eating the food you're eating or is the food eating you? When you smoke marijuana, this is all letting you understand death. When you smoke marijuana, it's smoking you because you are getting the thoughts of the plant, and the plant is just alchemizing from a solid to a gas. But you're not really smoking real marijuana, so if you're in the States, you're not smoking real marijuana. You're not even supposed to smoke marijuana. But that's another video. Right now, we're talking about transformation, the time that you're in. This is the time that we're in. The reason why you got all this information is to kill you. And when I say kill you, I mean kill that consciousness. Kill your ego. Kill who you think you are. What you think this is. The truth shall be televised on the internet. Everywhere. The truth, the revolution will be televised. It is in your face. The dumbest person can hear the wisest of things now. So you are in Babylon, and you are awakening, and you're saying, oh, do you know this? Do you know this? You're sharing information, you're talking, and you're tossing, and you're turning, and you're tossing, you're turning, you're talking, and you're talking, and you're teaching, and you're telling everybody and everything. My advice is to save yourself. First, save yourself. Then you will help more than you ever knew you can help. I want to give y'all this. Look at it. Now, so what is death? Death is transformation. Death is transforming from one form to another. Nothing is lost. All is what? Transformed. So you must die. Change your name. Change your mind. Change what you think. Change what you believe and see. Know the truth, and the truth will make you free. The truth is nature, the 4 elements. You are an astrological energy, and you will unlock your ancient DNA when you tap into your birth chart. Your birth chart is very important to you, Reflection. It's extremely important, and I must tell you that because I love you and I understand you, which means love. If I didn't tell you that, I wouldn't give a fuck about you. Because I know, and I've went and I've done these things, I come back to tell you and tell you what I know. Because I care. My life path is of service to be here for those that are reluctant to understand themselves. So you must understand, to transition from Babylon, you must understand your 4 elements. You must understand your astrology. Your understanding your birth chart in detail will not only help you transition from Babylon, out of Babylon, into the higher self, which this is the time and era for this. You are living in the time and space for you to be dying and transforming, or you will be left behind. This is it right now. You don't have to wait for shit. The information is there. So you must find what is authentic and real and true. You must break down your reality. As I've done in my videos for you, I'll do a little bit right now. If you look around you, in the room that you're in, you will see squares everywhere. They're everywhere. They make I will say you because you are the matrix. You have designed your world in squares. Square feet, boxes, checks, everywhere. In nature, there's no checks, there's no boxes, there's no square feet. There's none of that shit. There's only cycles and circles and beautiful shapes, but no No squares. This is how you know that you are disconnected from nature, which is the true realm of the reality that you're in right now when you're in this reality. Now, it's all an illusion. It's all an illusion. But we have to understand the illusion to master it. How can you master any other worlds? Because there's many worlds. Oh, my God. You think that you are this human when actually you are God condensed into this, focused into this reality we call life as a human. But life is bigger than humanity. Life is bigger than this body that will transform as the water did, and your mind that will transform as the water did. And this is the time and place for you to die. And the more you resist that, the more you will feel pain and suffering. The more you will experience false death. You cry because you do not understand. Pain comes from misunderstanding. Okay. So now, when we understand astrology, our ego, who we truly are, your true ego, because you do have an ego. You do have an individuality, which makes you an individual. You do. You are God essentially. You are what you call a fragment, right? We know that we are all God. We have got to that point, right? The point of understanding that, wow, we have conceptualized that, right? We've said, wow, I'm God, I'm the tree, I'm you, I'm me, reflection, right? But have we understood what makes us different? Truly, not on a level of color and all of that stuff. I'm talking about what makes us different as far as astrological energy. This is what we need to get into, the houses that your astrology is in. This is very important. This is going to help you transition. Why? Because once you understand your energy and you understand how to bend and manipulate your astrological energy, you will be able to manifest whatever you want in this reality. Because this reality is governed by what? 4 gods or 4 energies. And those are air, fire, water, and earth. And once you learn how to manipulate your energy, you will be able to manipulate your reality. When you speak, things will come into existence. You know who to deal with, who not to deal with. You know how to manipulate others' energy by knowing their astrological energy and how to deal with people and how to deal with things. This way you can manifest money in Babylon, right? You need to get money because money is a part of it. You need to learn how to manage money, because the way people manage money is the same way people manage energy. You see people wasting money? Look at that. Look at my boy. Oh, he left. You see people wasting money? These same people waste energy. How many of you argue for hours about shit that doesn't even matter? Wasting energy. A supreme being doesn't waste energy. A supreme being doesn't waste anything. It's very conscious of what it's doing. So how many times have you seen someone that don't got no money in your reality? You got that family member, right? Every time you give them money, money ain't their problem. They mind is their problem. Because every time they get the money, they spend it. Same thing with energy. Right? How many people wasting energy at the gym on a damn treadmill when the mind controls the body? I don't work out. The mind controls the body, but there's people. And you know what? The personal trainer always tell them? It's what? It's 90% diet, 10% exercise. But even when you exercise, it is your mind that is shaping your body. So what you eat internally says everything about how your body will respond. But everybody can't do that. Why? Because they live in a world that Their subconscious mind is being told what? Oh, we got to go into the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is telling you what? Do this. It's controlling you. What is the subconscious mind? Anybody want to tell them what the subconscious mind is?
Unconscious actions that you're doing.
Unconsciously. The subconscious is the mind that is playing all the time. You, who you really are, is your heart. That's what it is. It is your heart. Your subconscious mind is your heart. Then you have your intellect. You have your subconscious mind, and then you have your intellect. It is very important to know where your Venus is at. Where is your Venus located? Venus will let you know everything about who you are, or as far as your heart is, right? If your Venus is in Virgo, it's debilitated. These are the people that are in Babylon that make Babylon pop off. You know, these are the beings that are in Babylon that love Babylon. Can't get enough of it. They are the reasons why Babylon exists. And now we see this is bigger than white and black. This is all energy. What about Mercury? Huh? Mercury represents the planet where you communicate. Right? When Mercury is debilitated, you don't know how to communicate yourself well. Well, that would end you up in Babylon. Because not only do you do not receive information right, because Mercury doesn't want to be in a water sign. So you don't receive information right, well, you don't even communicate information right. And you make the world a terrible place. But you have a part. You have a part. Why? Because you have a part in being someone else's challenge to get over. And that's beautiful. It's all interconnected. All is transformed. It's okay. Babylon is a good thing. You need it. If you didn't need it, it wouldn't be there. Babylon exists because you're there. You are Babylon. Oh, Nature Boy, I want to get out of here. Nobody can free you but yourself. But in order for you to free, you have to change your perception. In order for you to change your perception, you got to die. But you can't die because guess what? Well, how else am I going to do this and I'm going to do that? It's fear. You got 1,000 questions in your head and all you need to do is let go. We fear dying. When it's inevitable. All things must transition. Death is, how many times have you died? If I asked you, are you the same person when you were 15? Or are you the same person you were when you were 21? What happened to that person? Oh, that person's long gone. They're dead. No, they're not. You can always look and see yourself in another, can't you? Their thoughts. You can see your past. You can see people that used to be, you can see people that's doing the shit you used to do, and you can be like, look at me. Look at me. I'm so goddamn stupid. Remember I used to do that? That's stupid. Because you're not realizing you're not you. You're your mind. You're your thought frequency. This thought frequency, you've graduated. But now you can look on your timeline and see people talking about black power and shit. And remember when that used to be you, and you could be like, damn. And you know the illest part is? You could look at yourself and say, what would I say to myself back then? Remember, you know how you ever heard you say like, oh, if I knew what I knew now back then I would be straight. Well, you are still existing in your past through others. Your thought frequency is who you are. You transitioned out of that thought frequency, but there's someone that still thinks like that. What would you say to yourself? I wouldn't say shit. I learned that the hard way, goddamn. You can't say nothing to nobody. Why? Because these people know. I knew what I knew when I knew it. God damn it. Tell me shit. Nickel. The best thing to do is to put your information on your avenue and mind your motherfucking business. Now, whoever is attracted to that, well, you can help them. They'll come to you. They'll come to you. Stop trying to teach the world. Use your avenue or platform and talk, and that's it. Give them what you know, and then keep it moving. Don't try to teach the world. Teach yourself. Actually, that's why I post on social media, to get this stuff out of my fucking head. You know what I'm saying? I just want to just get it out of my head, because it's amazing. I get these downloads and I'm like, whoa, this is so, I see things for, you know, how they are. And I'm like, wow, this is amazing. I guess I want to get this out of my head. That's what it all started by. You know, it all started by me just wanting to make a dialogue and connect with people and talk about my thoughts. I really can give a shit what you have to say about me. As you can see, I keep it moving. You see what I'm saying? I share I share my heart. I got a good heart. My Venus is in Pisces. Look it up. It's exalted. So when you know someone has an exalted heart and Venus, you know, when you know someone has an exalted Venus, you know this being right here has good intentions. You know that this being has good intentions because their heart is exalted. Their heart space is exalted. They innately want to do the right thing. You see what I'm saying? These are the beings that you could trust. See, and people are like, well, I don't know who to trust, but if you knew astrology, you would know automatically. You would know automatically who to trust. If you respected nature and the four elements, then you would respect astrology, and it would teach you so much. It would save you so much time and space. And when I say time and space, I'm talking about traveling. The fastest way from point A to point B is a straight line. Get to the fucking point. The point is, you must die. You must die to live. Over and over and over and over. This is why people take DMT. This is why me and the squad, we going to do ayahuasca in a few. We going to do that ayahuasca, right?
I want some too, Ray.
We going to do ayahuasca. Because once this reality cracks open and you're like trying to hold on to what you think you know in this DMT trip, you're trying to hold on to what you think you know about reality, and you don't realize that you're God condensed into this human form, but you're so much more. And it expands your mind, and you have to die to really be able to grasp what it's showing you. You have to let go. If you don't let go, you're not going to be able to grasp shit. You're not going to be able to experience shit. And that's just like life and anything in life. So now, Babylon is you. You are Babylon. You give it your energy. You put your kids in their schools. Why? Because you're scared. Well, the government going to come after me, Natureboy, if I don't put my kids in school. No, they're not. Because you could leave. Ain't nothing stopping you from being like, enough is enough, I'm out. That's it, I'm leaving. The only thing that's between you and leaving Babylon or transitioning is fear of dying. You're scared. And I get it. I get it. Let me tell you something about me personally. When I was born, my mom, my so-called mother and father died. So I had no mother and father. Where the rest of my family was, I was born in '82 in Harlem. I'm from the hood. I was born, but I understand my life path. And I understand, you know, what I'm here to do. Through astrology, I found it. I've always found the truth. I've always found the divine. And that's the thing about a divine being. It'll always find the truth, no matter where you put it. When something's royalty, it's royalty. That's it. You could take a king or a queen and put it around pagans, and it will make its own little area into a throne. If you royalty, if you're a divine being, it don't matter. You're going to find your way to nature. Because it's the only real thing that everything else come from. all the buildings you in, the TV channel, all of that is alchemy. From one true authentic thing, and that is nature, the four elements. They have alchemized. You have alchemized. You are part of it. You give your energy to it, you are it. You're there. But acknowledge that. Acknowledge the fact that you are one with that. So, what was that? What was that? Okay, I grew up in Harlem. My mom and dad died. That's what I was saying. My mom and dad passed away when I was born. My dad died in his sleep. That means he astral projected and probably went into another world and never woke up. He never came back. He decided to stay. He decided to transition and let go. And my mom woke up one day and he was dead in the bed. This traumatized her. In Harlem in the 80s, she went into doing drugs. She was in love with this man. She went into doing drugs. I was a crack baby. Shit was crazy for me, you know, coming into this reality, right? Where my grandma, cousins, uncles were, I couldn't tell you. I think everybody was on drugs. The war on drugs did my family dirty, right? So I didn't have that family thing. You see? So automatically I came into the world transitioning, you know? So I went from home to home as a child, foster kid to foster kid, home to home, passed around as a baby because for some reason they didn't let us stay in homes very long. I don't know what the fuck that was about. Then, in my teenagers, I got adopted by these crazy motherfuckers. Well, I thought they was crazy, the bishops. And these people were abusive. Like, so my cards was dealt crazy. But it was for a reason. It was a divine reason. It made me realize reality for what it was. My reality, I didn't have the same world as other people where I, you know, had this big family and given these ideas of what this was and that was. I had figured out life my own self. At the age of 14, I was in prison. At the age of 16, I got shipped to maximum security. So my idea of life, and then when I got out, I was at 19, they put me in a damn crazy house for trying to kill myself when I was in prison. So yeah, this is all the beginning of my life. I didn't do high school with regular people. I didn't go studying. I was in jail. I was in prison. And so me coming out to the regular world, I was already detached from the world coming into the world. People taught me how to use money. And I was like, I didn't understand. The way my life happened, it was like, you got to do that to do this. Like, so, you know, at 19, teaching me about how money works. It was funny. I was coming into the world and I went to the military and I went to Job Corps and I never truly understood it. And so I had this natural detachment, but I knew that that was my life path to be the one to talk and teach people about the world that they live in because they were born directly into this shit. And so for them, their reality, they're so zoomed into it. They are so attached to this ego, this false sense of ego, of self. You know, I'm a thug. I'm a rapper. I'm a basketball player. I'm a doctor. I'm a lawyer. These are all false. You are God having a human experience. And the world that you live in doesn't allow you to be human. So I know I didn't have a desire naturally or an attachment to things naturally. Those things was taken from me. And I'm glad. Because now I'm able to be at a place to help other people free themselves. But I've said all I come to say. You can hear it, Natureboy TV. You know, out of love, I continue to come back and talk to my lower self and tell my lower self things because I've been there out of mercy. I come back and say it again and say, listen, They told you I was a demon. They told you I was a dark entity. But here's my life after they said that. Here's what they talked you out of. These are the beings that came along with me, that vibe with me, that ride with me, that tribe with me. They them guys with me. You know what I'm saying? They them ride with me, slide with me. You know what I'm saying? Nah. Yeah, I come from that, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, they be thinking I'm a corny nigga. I don't know why, because I'm a, you know, because I teach and everything. People think that I'm a corny nigga. Like, I'm from the hood, man. I come from all that. I love culture. I love all of that. But it's just that my message is so serious. I want people to take me serious. But, yo, after we turn these we be bugging. We be loving life, man. We enjoy ourselves, man. We got the best of fire. We got the best of oxygen. We got the best of water. We got the best of earth here. I mean, you got to give yourself the very best. It's up to you. Ain't nobody else going to give you that shit. Ain't nobody else going to give it to you. But you can't skip the steps. Some people's life paths are set up different. Some people's life paths are here to get that family. They need that. They need to feel that so they can know that doesn't matter either. We are living in a time right now where we are finding out. Shit is fucking going crazy right now. We finding out like, yo, life ain't what we thought it was gonna be, goddamn. We gotta change up. We gotta do something different. This shit crazy. I gotta do something different. I gotta change up my whole swag, nigga. Like, cause niggas is going crazy now. I don't know what's going on now. I got to do something. Yeah, you gonna have to die. You don't like to hear that, right? You don't like to hear that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What you mean you gonna die? Whoa, 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 whoa. This nigga tripping. What you mean die? Hold on. What you talk? I mean, let go of what you think you are. Of the ideas that you think that you are right. Go deeper. Go research more and more. Go deeper. Question your questions. You got a fucking computer in your hand. Question your questions until you come to the most authentic, real, objective truth. And then question that. That's how you continue to grow. What you're going to find is nature. Nature is the reality. That's why I'm nature boy. I found that out a long time ago, guys. The 4 elements is everything that exists. And you got to study astrology. I tell you, shout out to my boy Jay Willie. Go to Jay Willie. He's in the room right now. The Oracle. He's the Oracle. He's a master astrologist. He could tell you everything about your astrology, but it's nothing like you going into it yourself. I tell people go to tarot.com and make an investment. $15. You spend that on a bag of weed. Go get your astrology essential natal chart done. It's called the essential birth chart, right? Your essential birth chart done. I guarantee you this will change your whole world, because once you see it for yourself and it's already written and you realize like, damn, my whole life is already written. It's predetermined. Like so now you become the observer of your life when you know who you are. That's the key to all unlocking the universe within yourself, is to understand who you are. Now I could tell you who you are physically, and what the body does and how the body functions and how that connects to astrology too. But right now I'm trying to talk to you about astrology. I want you guys to understand astrology and go get into your birth chart. This will unlock your life. And then what you're going to say is like, damn, if I knew this before, I could have saved myself a lot of energy fucking with these people I've been fucking with. You a certain energy, you ain't supposed to be fucking with another certain energy, but you keep mixing your energy and it's all chemistry. You don't put gasoline with fire and then expect the shit to go well. Right? So here you are just blindly in the dark dealing with whoever and consuming whatever and having intercourse with whatever and becoming one with whatever. Not even realizing that you destroyed your whole damn existence. Now you got 5 kids by 3 different baby fathers. Now you got child support. And you could have saved yourself if somebody would have told you about astrology. And it ain't even late. Because your reality could change today. Ain't no weapon formed against you shall prosper when you in tune with mama. Everything that you desire can come true. You have to imagine. Your imagination has to open up. But some people don't have a lot of air in their chart, so their imagination is debilitated. They lack oxygen. So these people need to go into the mountains and go far, or be around Aquarius, or be around a Gemini or a fucking Libra. They need those people in their life so they can give them some ideas and inspire them for creative thoughts. But some people got too much air and not enough earth. They got all the ideas and don't know how to practicalize those ideas. So guess what? They need a Taurus or a Virgo or a Capricorn in their life, or they need to get grounded. They need to eat more substantial foods like potatoes. They need to eat from that ground. They need to understand how alchemy works so they can become masters of their reality. And so when they say something, it happens. I'm past this level of the earth realm. I'm going into other realms now, man. Me and my team, we about to get up off this DMT, man. We about to go into breathing techniques and the meditations to open up other worlds, man. We on some other shit right now, man. We not even here no more. Like, this is cool. Just come back to talk to y'all real quick and check in with y'all. I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? But I want you to know that you are Babylon. You are the Matrix. If you are one with the Matrix, if you get up every day and send your kids to school in the Matrix, if you do what the Matrix do, if you are activating the genes in you that keep you low, yourself lower vibration, you are one with that you are. You are one with that. That's who you want to be. That's your life choice. And you can make 1,000 excuses of what your situation is. Don't tell me what your situation is. You ain't got no imagination. Imagine yourself out of your situation. Don't tell me what you can't do. I want to hear your dreams. I want you to tell me what you can imagine. What can you imagine? See, you have not because you can't see. You can't see it. Don't move to Honduras. Stay the fuck away from Honduras, dog. Somebody said they moving to Honduras. My man, please. Woo-wee. Stay away from Honduras. We in Costa Rica, man. Please. Woo. You got to keep up with me, dog. I'm in Costa Rica. I know I was in Honduras, but Honduras is not the place for you to be. Their Babylon, their government is corrupt as fuck. A lot of these, third world countries is corrupt. You got to know where to go and where to be. And my advice to you is to land your ass in Costa Rica. Not only is the internet better, but the people are more nicer, and the nature is more beautiful, and you're closer, and you're not, and the money currency here is like $1 to 549 colognes, and so it's beautiful here, man. You gonna alchemize well here if you come here. Don't go to Honduras, man. I don't say Natureboy told you to go to Honduras, goddamn. Stay away from that mug. But yeah, I'm here for y'all, man. I want you to know that I truly love you, man. I truly care about you. Whatever you gonna do, go do it, man. Stop talking. Stop talking, man. Stop telling everybody your business, man. Every time you get an idea, you want to tell somebody your business. Stop telling everybody your motherfucking business. Keep your shit to yourself. Natureboy been the same since day one, man. I've been keeping it real for y'all since we was in a room. You remember we was in a room, y'all. You remember we was on the floor in the room eating fruit, listening to music. You remember, come on. You been following me from the beginning. You know me, man. I've been the same motherfucker from the beginning. I ain't changed one bit. Anybody come here let you know I ain't flexing for this camera. You know what I'm saying? I'm me all the time, authentic. Me, real me. I accept me because I know me. But even Natureboy must die. Right? Natureboy must die and transform. Go through the transitions. And soon you will see more of me as I take my journey into myself and open up other worlds. I know I have this natural gift because my father died and was able to astral project, and I know I astral project easily too. And I open up other worlds with my eyelids. They open up and I see other worlds. It's a natural ability for me, but I want to go deeper into it. This is very scary for me. I mean, it's okay to be scared. I want y'all to know that it's okay to be scared, to die, to let go. It's okay to be embarrassed that you was wrong. It's okay. See, a lot of people are scared of failure. That might be in your astrological energy. You someone that got a lot of pride. Black people have been through a lot genetically. So we have a lot of pride. Pride. We got a lot of pride. We can't let that debilitate us from our growth. You can't let yourself debilitate your growth. You have to become more. I'm traveling. I've already traveled physically. I'm in the best place, getting the best 4 elements that you can get. Look. First, respect your atmosphere. People talk about astral projecting and they're in the wrong area, goddammit. You around the wrong shit. You need to be in serene places. You opening up portals within your being in a wrong environment. Environment matters. If it didn't, then the pyramids would not be in the locations that they are in. Look into the ancient times, you will see that there's certain places in latitude and longitude that one must open up a portal in if you're going to travel into these other worlds. Now, we're going to start talking about some heavy, heavy artillery. In my videos, they're not going to be the same no more. I'm not going to be talking to the same audience no more. I'm going to the next levels of existence, man. I want y'all to know that I'm scared. I'm scared myself, but I know that I must die. Oh, okay. So I'm afraid, but I gotta do it. I gotta go into the DMT world. I gotta go into the psychedelic world to open up different portals in my mind. And I'm gonna do it naturally also. I wanna show people how to open up these realities naturally. It's very important that we understand that and understand how that works. How we can open up these portals in our own world and change our own existence. I want us to be able to manifest that in a right way, in a natural way, not a synthetic way. I want you to know how to do it naturally because we have the ability to do this with our melanin. And now I'm going to go. I don't like to talk about things that I haven't experienced and gone to do. I'm not like these other beings that talk about shit they're not doing. I want to do it, experience it, then teach it. Nah, I'm not going to film it. I'm not going to film it. I don't need to film it. I'm going to get what I need to get from it, and I'm going to share it with you. You know, I would never lie to you because I ain't got time for that shit. I didn't never say, I'm not asking you for fun. I don't care if you follow me. I'm not asking you for money. I don't need your money. I'm of the supreme being. I manifested money when I was in Babylon. I already conquered that. I don't need family. I mean, well, my family is my frequency. So the idea of family, like brother, cousin, all, what about my cousins and brothers? You don't even understand family. Family is a frequency. These are beings that are your true family, are the ones that's on your frequency of thought. You have no family unless they're the frequency that you're on. That's it. I've already mastered that. I've already detached from the perception that you carry. I already died. Oh, that's my son. Oh, already died. That idea already died. Already faced those demons. I'm past that. I'm in the future. And now it's time to open up the other worlds. It's so much more to learn. There's so much more to know. And I'm going to go and I'm going to travel for you. I'm going to go do it for you. And I'm going to come back and we're going to talk about it. That is, if I choose to come back. I might not come back at all. I might just transition and never come back. Who knows? But if I do come back, I will talk to you about it. So stay tuned, man. We're going to get into that. If you ever want to check my videos out, man, you can go to Natureboy TV too on YouTube. I talk about a lot of these things. Right now, I want to get into how we created nature, how we created these worlds with our thoughts and our minds. And I want to go visit and talk to other beings, higher beings than myself. I want to talk to true divine beings. I want to go within my being and unlock the universe in me. And I've already done it before, just little tastes of it. But now it's time for me to take it honestly serious. I didn't want to do it in Babylon because I've opened up some portals in Babylon and it wasn't good because of the vibration that my surroundings was in, the people I was around. And now I know I'm in a serene place. I can freely travel, and with my mind I can travel and open up these portals. And you know, me and my team, we about to come back on some real heavy stuff and, you know, hit y'all in the head with it. You see what I'm saying? But life is bigger than this. It's so much more. And you have to die small. You have to die in small ways. And then it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. But you gotta face your fears. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I said, I'm scared right now because I'm a nervous. I wouldn't say scared. I would say nervous because of the DMT trips that I'm gonna be taking. I know how my mind works. My mind and my imagination is so wild and so crazy that I'm going to tell you how wild my imagination is. All right. So you know how you jump in the pool? My imagination is so crazy. I'm thinking a shark is under the pool. And so I get out the pool real quick because that's the way my mind works. But it works for my benefit also because I've imagined myself in a place greater than I was. Right, but it also works as an Achilles heel. So it's my mind. I could be in the dark. I'm kind of still afraid of the dark a little bit because I'm afraid of myself and my own imagination is so crazy that I could imagine something being there that's not there. And I know I have to be in a space of serenity because your mind can go anywhere when you me. My mind is so open and vast that I'm afraid of it. And so what the DMT is going to do is going to show you things about your mind, your astrological energy and how it works. And that's why you have to study that before you go into this. For you to really truly grasp something from it. Most people do it prematurely and they don't get nothing from it. They can't tell you really nothing about the experience. They could tell you, and you got to be careful when you listen to other people's experience because these people are vibrating at a certain frequency and they'll fuck your mind up telling you their story. But we going to be the brave hearts that's going to really go out for the black people. For black people. You know what I'm saying? There's all kind of white people dropping acid and shit. But really, with melanin, like opening up these portals and opening, we on that level right now. And this is the time and place for it. So, you know, don't try to skip steps. Make sure you eating right. Make sure you doing everything you're supposed to be doing the right way. You see what I'm saying? The body naturally produces DMT, and we about to get into that because the melanin and all of that. We are able to open portals, open other worlds, talk to other beings, bring back information, build things, know things. It's so much more than this. It's so much more than your puny little mind. You're God, man. We want to see how realities are made. I want to know that I'm God. Like people know that we're God, right? You know that you God, right? We can conceptualize that. I want to know, like I know, like without a doubt that I'm God. And you can only know from feelings. You have to experience. Experience is information. That is the true divine information. Experience, man. You got to experience your knowledge, man. You got to go out here and stop talking about this shit and live it. And so we going to really do this shit, man. We about to go to this ayahuasca joint. You know, we found the shaman out here in Costa Rica, out in the mountains, you know what I'm saying, on the other side of the mountain, you know, on the other side of the mountain. You know, and, you know, we're going to go out there and, you know, we're going to get into that. I got to get in it. I got to face my demons. I got to face my imagination. I would be nothing to you talking to you about shit that I'm not doing. I got to face my demons. You got to eat right, man. You got to be eating from the earth and one with the universe and the cosmos if you want to be doing some hallucinogenics. You got to be in the right place and space and around the right people to be doing hallucinogenics. Because you ain't going to have no good trip. You going to go have a negative vibration. I understand this shit. That's why when I was in Babylon, when I was first breaking up in 2012, when the shit was just happening sporadically to me, I was like, oh, shit. You know, I was opening other portals and I was going to sleep. I would stay up all night because I was scared to go to sleep, man. Every time I went to sleep, I was leaving my body, or I was, you know, I was pulling out of myself, or some shit, some weird shit was happening to me. I wasn't ready for that shit right there. And then I was seeing crazy shit like beings, like crazy beings, and I was just like, I was scared of these motherfuckers because I ain't realized that that was a part of me, that was in me. It was showing me myself. Everything is reflecting you to yourself, no matter what realm you in. And this realm, it's something, everything is reflecting you and showing you yourself. That's why I study myself constantly. You got to study yourself. You feel me? But I'm out of here, man. I just want to let y'all know that. Drop that love on you real quick, that love stream, man. You must die. You must die. Don't think you know. Go further. Keep going. Keep learning. Keep moving. Keep going. There is no end to knowledge. Keep moving. But master Babylon first. Don't teach shit you ain't living. Stop talking about shit you not really doing, man. Go live it, man. So you can see how accurate that information that you got is. And that's really all. I just wanted to say to y'all, drop that down low. Love you, man. Peace, man.